Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're just going to be talking about, should you make your own wig, or would it be better for you to purchase a wig already made? Now I do have, just in my opinion, a few little topics I want to touch on between making your own and buying one already made. Like I said, this is not gonna be real long. I'm just gonna touch on a few things, but whatever, let's get straight into it. So I feel like, honestly, I feel like it's going to be personal preference, okay, when it comes to either buying a wig already made or making your own wig. If you are a beginner, you're just not coming to this wig game, you don't really know about the plucking, the bleaching, and the wig caps and the canvas head, you don't know what size your head is, you just, what you need to know what size your head is. But if you're just not coming into the game, I would definitely suggest you finding a good wig company. It will save you a lot of time, and just starting out, it will save you a lot of money, okay? Because if you go out, if you're new to this whole wig thing, and you go out and you purchase a frontal and bundles, even a closure or whatever, well, we're gonna say frontals because they're a little bit more expensive. If you purchase a frontal and bundles and you don't really know what you're doing, you could cut that frontal up, you could over bleach that frontal, you could just completely mess it all up, and now you've wasted your money versus you just buying a wig that's already got the hard work done for you. That's already like pre-plucked, it's already pre-bleached and all that kind of jazz, okay? If you are more experienced with wigs, I would suggest you make your own, okay? There are some perks to making your own. As far as like density, when you make your own, I feel like you can control your density more, okay? And I feel like it's I don't know, I just feel like controlling your own density is a big thing versus when you buy a wig off of a website, it'll be one price, but then if you want it, even thicker than that, it just goes up and up and up and up. Next thing you know, a wig, originally you'll see $100, but once you finish customizing your wig, it'll be like $350, and you'll be like, well, how did this wig end up being $350? I don't understand, I'm confused, what did I add on? You pick a brown lace cap and then that go up $50. You pick a large wig cap, that go up $50. It just adds up versus making your own, where you can get like 3 bundles or 4 bundles, and you can add in half of the the last bundle, add in the whole bundle, and you get to pick it, and you can see the density that you're doing. You can order 150% density wig, and then you pay for 280% density. You get the wig and be like, okay, where's the rest of the density I paid for? So when you make your own, you just get to customize it yourself, and that's one thing that I do like about making my own. But I'm familiar with my head shape, and I'm familiar with how I like for my wigs to be made and kind of how to put them together, so I'm experienced in that. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be making my own, okay? I would get a lot of more practice, maybe get some, like what I used to do, get some really some of that cheap hair from the beauty supply store. The hair that they have already like on the floor or whatever, the hair they got behind the counter is more expensive. So I get some really cheap hair, just practice, and I would order from an incredible company, someone that has really good reviews and stuff. I'd really do my research. A lot of times we don't do a lot of research, us as people, so I'd really do my research on the company, and I'd order from them, okay? And I just keep learning. I just, me being a first time person, I'm just not going to jump in there. I'm going to learn as much as I can, there are some really good wig companies though that you guys could choose from if you are first time people. A lot of people say, Erin, look, I want to wear wigs. I don't have time for the plucking, the bleaching down. I want some easy. Can you let me know a beginner-friendly wig company? I can't make no wigs. I got such and such kids. I got this many jobs, or I just don't want to do it, because making a wig is a process. Okay, let's be 1,000. I don't care if you do it on a sewing machine. I don't care if you're hand sewing like I do. Okay, it's a process. So a lot of people just, they want to get with the trend, they want to wear wigs, but they don't know what to do. They're like, should I make my own? It's up to you. It's personal preference. You just get a little bit more customization when you do it yourself, okay? And I feel like, it's just my opinion, I feel like in some instances it's a little bit cheaper, and I guess this would depend on what company you buy from, but in certain instances it's a little bit cheaper than buying a wig that's already made with some companies, okay? So yeah, with that all being said or whatever, it's all up to what you want to do and what you feel comfortable with. But like I said, starting out, I think you need to try to maybe pick a good wig company for you and just go from there. Once you get comfortable with your head and your head shape, take off with it. But this is just my opinion. that was pretty much it that I had on the topic, guys. Once I turn this video off, I know some more is going to come to me, but we can discuss down in the comments like we always do. Let me know your opinion. Would you rather make your own? If so, what do you think the pros and the cons are of making your own? Okay, also, if you would just rather buy your own wig or whatever, what are the pros and cons of buying your own wig? Or do you agree with me about like the density and the prices and things like that? Which one do you think is cheaper, and what kind of advice would you give to like a first-time wig wearer or someone who's asking the question, Erin, do I make my own or do I buy one I already made? So anyways, I would love to know the answers to those questions that I just asked. Please leave them down below, guys. I really like to hear from y'all. Having a conversation in the comments does help other people out, okay, because they do read the comments to try to see, you know, how everyone else feels. All right, so anyways, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you on the next one.